up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. Up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. If you were me and didn't have, look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lambeau. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Good. 220. Come to my work. We want it. Come. Hey, alert 33.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Fighting through, and he's got space. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 73 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, the underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Kill. Hey, 88. 61, matchbox lights.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Recon, 152 fighter.
It's a gain of 5.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. He'll try and run it. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Pistol. 42 to Mike, boy, 42. Hey, 2. Ain't no such
4th down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Undercrush.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Let's get this.
Throwing again. Rodgers. And Graham's got it. Complete. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Rodgers now to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
A gain of 3.
17-0 our score after one.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Browns 17, Packers nothing.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Get 300. Get 300.
58, boys. 58. 58. It's Mike.
Smooth.
58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. T.J. Carey right there in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Slam. Slam.
Throw it, throw it.
Save. Hey, 58.
Easy.
Slants. Watch the slant.
6 guy. Check 6 guy.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The D-tackle Sheldon.
S-T-R-O. How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support rod. Lifting up, never not. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winner side, ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do, lace up the shoes, chase double rings. What I do.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good. 180. 48 Mike. It's a party now. It's a party now. Good.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Tony Jefferson on the tackle. It's a gain of 9.
Mayfield now from the 50. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 29, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mayfield to throw it. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they'll get this down to the 10.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A run for Nick Chubb. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved, just as you said.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal, because really 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done, and on the opening drive of the game.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun, rolling to his left. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Jackson now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45.
Alert, 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 alert.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Second and 2.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They run. Chubb. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
57's mic.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to go for it all. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Ravens nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Jackson to throw.
Watch it slap, watch it slap.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Being chased out left. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Flushed out right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And the return will stop right around the 25.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
180. 57 to Mike. Hey, alert 33.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing is Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Regular.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check 24, check 24. Switch. Check.
What's that?
Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. On 1st down, Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 23-yard line.
Stay with your man. Hey, alert 33.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield flush to his right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Mike's 57.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
Let's get it.
So on fourth down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows?
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brings up third down.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish him. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set, 180. 36. Watch the run, watch the run. Rush in, rush in.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. On second and 12, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 69 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. From the gun, Jackson, it's caught. And it's 8-0. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is a big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
From the 40 now on second down. Mayfield flushed out right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, 4 down.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. He finds Beckham complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run with Chubb, and this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Mayfield, flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, and I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return, and the Ravens have taken the lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say,
under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Run.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Regular.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Run.
First down.
Up.
First and 10.
Mayfield on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A toss play to Chubb. Finding room to the 20. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Alert. Up. Cut. Hey, alert.
They run again on first down, Chubb. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I'm here all day. Double tight. 4 down.
Now Chubb. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
Cut. Alert.
57's Mike 57.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Got an open man, that's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. 4th down, Mayfield. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Punching it in from a yard away. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Well, let's not forget that was all set up by the fourth down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on fourth down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and it converted a second time for 6 points.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
58, right over there, right over there.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson, and they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 20. First down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. To throw again is Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Jackson from the shotgun, sliding out of the pocket. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Line 36. You ain't going nowhere.
First down, Mayfield. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mayfield to throw it into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the floor.
Jarvis Landry, he's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 92 yards, and the Browns have retaken the lead. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone. You think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson, he's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
King. Hey, Delta. Fresno.
Following the interception, Mayfield flushed out right. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. On the ground, it's Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go heavy.
Regular.
What you got, heavy? Give me some.
Hey, Alpha. Here we go. I got it.
Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Point it right.
Mayfield now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
180.
At the Ravens' 30-yard line.
Hatchet.
What's that? Hey, alert, 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 alert. What's that?
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Nick Chubb on the carry.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Alert, alert, alert.
You got nothing today.
Hey, Charlie.
57's the mic.
What's that?
57's the mic.
What's that?
On 3rd down, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt, and he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And it's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Kings.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, exit.
Check safety.
What's that?
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield, flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jalen Ferguson gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Hey, high 7. What's that?
3rd and long for Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A 33-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now. They feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Come on, baby.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go. Let's go.
boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set, 20. Mark 27. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check. What's that? Check. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Mike's 47.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 56 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Topper! Safety screaming! Bang! They kill! They force Tokyo!
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. On play action, it's Wentz. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
53.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards.
Check curls. Hey, box drop. Check 53. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Kirksey coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
5-9. Let's go. Hey, Echo. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wentz to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
Mike, 53. Mike. Target.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Rip. Check.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, alert 33.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Nate Gary on the tackle. 1-yard gain.
On 2nd and 9. Mayfield escaping the pressure. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Go. 120. Check.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, 41 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Browns take over.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Regular.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Rolling to his right. He finds Beckham complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Mayfield looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line.
Hey, alert!
Hurry! At the 17-yard line.
Hey, Haywood! Check.
They toss it left side to Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
180. Mike 27. Hey. He's coming.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's Mayfield. He may try and run for the... And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins there to make the grab. And once again, the Browns are back in front. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Wentz now on first down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. To throw again on second down. Wentz nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now Wentz on third down. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the run.
Throwing. Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Mayfield to throw it. They'll go screen here to Hunt. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Real.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Odell Beckham. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
The game gets longer, baby. That's it. Hey, let's feed him. Let's go.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Point it right.
Mayfield with it once more. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for David Njoku. It's 4th down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Wow. For Tokyo. Hey, Zoo.
58 to Mike.
Here, here.
And 58 is a Mike.
Throwing is Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That's the way. 58, boy, 58. 58, smooth.
You ain't got nothing.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Kill.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Here.
Let's go. And 58 is a Mike. Go 58's the Mike.
Here we go, D.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30.
14, 82, 14.
I hope you brought your left because I'm about to...
5.
58, boy, 58. 58 is Mike.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On 1st down, Wentz. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Browns take over.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever they would ever try.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have retaken the lead. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for two.
Hey, Alpha. What's that? Hurry. What's that?
Now Mayfield. The quick slant caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. To throw, it's Wentz. That's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
22, Browns 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On 1st down, it's Howard. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
57. Let's find 7.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7.
Come on, QB, come on. Mike, 53.
82.
Mike, I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Hey, Charlie.
53, Mike. Watch the run.
To throw is Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
53, Mike, 53. I'm coming.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 24 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. Right back to him on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the Eagles' 46-yard line.
180.
53, check 53.
King.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Hey, exit.
Check, 53.
Mayfield to throw. And that will be incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Let's go. Hey, high 7.
Fourth down, Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now Howard. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D.
They go with Howard again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.